My name is Sophia. I am 24 years old and I live in Chicago. I always believed in love. I thought my wedding night would be the most beautiful night of my life, but I was wrong. So wrong. I smiled like every bride, but that night I lost everything. It was not the beginning of a love story, it was the end of me. My marriage was arranged. Daniel was my father's best friend's son. I had never seen him before. I did not get a chance to talk to him, not even once. Everything happened so fast. My parents told me it was a perfect match, but no one asked me, "Sophia, are you interested?" My father said, "Daniel is a good man. You will be safe with him." A few days later, his parents came to our home. They said, "Your daughter is kind. She has a pure heart. She will be a blessing for our son." My parents felt proud. We were not rich, but our home was full of love. Everyone thought this was the right match for me. But they were wrong. This marriage did not bring me joy. It brought silence, tears, and pain. In just a few days, the wedding was planned. I had never seen Daniel, not even once. We never met before the marriage. The wedding day was beautiful. I wore a white dress and Daniel wore a black suit. He looked at me, but I could not understand the look in his eyes. When all the guests left, the house became quiet. I sat alone in the bedroom. I was scared, but also happy. It was the first night of my marriage, a night I had always dreamed of. My heart was beating fast. I felt shy and nervous. Suddenly, Daniel entered the room. He said, "Hello, you look beautiful." I was nervous, but I smiled and whispered, "Thank you." In just a few minutes, everything changed. Daniel started to touch me. But he did not touch me with love or care. It felt like I was not his wife, just a body. It felt like he did not see my heart, only my skin. I realized he did not marry me for love. Before I could say anything, Daniel pulled at my clothes. His eyes had no kindness, only hunger and control. After everything was over, Daniel pulled away. I could not breathe. I tried to speak, but no words came out. I stood there shaking. I felt used and broken. Daniel looked at me. His eyes were full of anger and blame. Then he said words I will never forget. He said, "You have already been used by someone else, right? You are not virgin." My heart stopped. I could not believe what I was hearing. I just stared at him. He spoke again. "You are not pure. You lied to me." That was my wedding night. Instead of love, I got blame. I got heartbreak. I was only 24, and my whole world was shattered. I kept asking myself, why did this happen to me? I grew up in a safe home. I was taught respect, values, and honesty. I had never been with a man before, so why did he blame me? What did I do wrong? I felt so ashamed. Then Daniel said something that broke me completely. He said, "Tomorrow morning, I do not want to see you here. Go back to your home. Do not tell anyone about this night." I froze. My world stopped spinning. I cried the whole night. In the morning, I packed my things with shaking hands and left quietly. When I arrived at my parents' house, my mother cried as soon as she saw me. My father stood in silence. They asked me what happened, but I had no words. I thought, how will I tell them? Who will believe me now? I sat on the floor, feeling empty. In just one night, everything was gone. My dreams, my respect, and my peace. Then the rumors started. People said I had a secret boyfriend. They said I was not faithful and that I cheated on Daniel. Daniel had told them all those lies. I cried in the morning. I cried at night. I could not eat and I could not sleep. I held my parents' hands and said, "Please believe me." They said they did, but I saw the pain in their eyes. For weeks I stayed in my room. I did not speak to anyone. People whispered behind my back. They said, "Maybe she really did something bad." No one asked me for the truth. They all believed his words, not my tears. Months passed, but the pain stayed in my heart. One day, I saw Daniel at the mall. He was with another girl. She looked beautiful and wealthy. When Daniel saw me, his face changed. He slowly walked toward me. He said, "Sophia, I'm sorry." My heart beat fast. Tears filled my eyes, but I stayed silent. He continued, "I chose her because she had money. I thought rich girls were better. But they do not love like you. They do not care for me like you did. Please forgive me." I looked at him and said, "You broke me, Daniel. You left me when I needed you the most. You made the world believe I was dirty. You called my love a lie. You destroyed me." He said nothing. He looked down in shame. I took a deep breath and said, "Do you want forgiveness?" "I forgive you." His face became soft. He thought I still loved him. But I added, "I forgive you for myself, not for you. I want peace in my heart, not your love. I do not need you anymore. I do not want you to come back." Then I walked away. I cried that night, but those were my last tears for him. I did not cry because I was weak. I cried because I was finally free. After that day, I was not afraid anymore. I was not ashamed. I became strong. One evening, my parents looked at me and said, "We are proud of you. You did nothing wrong. We see it now. You were always honest, always pure." A few days later, Daniel's parents came to our house. They were ashamed. They apologized to my parents, but it was too late. Many girls go through this pain. Now I support other women who cry alone, who feel broken like I once did. I tell them, never beg for love. Never stay where you are not respected. If someone leaves, let them go. Your past does not decide your future. You are not alone. And to all parents, please do not rush your daughter's life. Let her meet the person, talk to him, and decide for herself. Life is too long to spend with the wrong person.